Guilty pleas from a Dawes County rancher caught with dozens of dead cattle on his property. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a 29-year-old Chadron rancher charged with the death of 57 animals following an investigation by the Dawes County Sheriff's Office this May has pleaded guilty to charges to avoid standing trial. Dylan McGannon was taken into custody on May 28th after allegedly shooting a woman's red heeler puppy and sending a photo of it to her. Following news of his arrest, a neighbor went to McGannon's property to make sure the cattle had food and water, but upon arrival, the neighbor discovered dozens of dead cattle in a pen. Once deputies and a veterinarian arrived on scene, they determined 56 head of cattle were dead, some probably for 3 months. This month in district court, a plea deal was reached, and McGannon pled guilty to 5 counts of animal cruelty and no contest to a misdemeanor charge of intimidation by phone. Sentencing has been set for February 10th in Dawes County District Court, and he faces up to 3 years imprisonment on each of the 5 felony counts, a $10,000 fine, and up to 18 months of post-release supervision. Well, a 76-year-old man from the Nebraska Sandhills is set to stand trial next week in Grant County District Court for reportedly shooting a friend following a night of drinking. Dwayne Meester of Ashby was arrested earlier this year and is charged with first-degree assault, second-degree assault, and unlawful use of a firearm in the commission of a felony. Now, he was initially charged with attempted second-degree murder, but the amended charges were filed earlier this year. The trial is slated to begin on Tuesday in Hyannis, with District Judge Travis O'Gorman presiding. And Tri-City Roadrunner will be reducing services by at least 12% to address a $300,000 budget deficit due to federal transit cuts under a plan presented Monday to Scottsbluff County Commissioners. Transit manager Kurt Richter was visibly upset as he addressed the board, saying he's trying not to lose staff, but the cuts need to happen quickly or a complete shutdown of service would be inevitable. Richter said weekday flex route service would be reduced from 12 hours starting at 6:30 a.m. to operating for 9 hours from 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
And then our demand response, we're currently running, we occasionally have a slow day where we only run 4 vehicles. We normally run 5 and often 6. That's somewhere around a 12 to 16 hour day savings by limiting to 4 buses. No more than 4. Based on our calculations, we're looking about booking a maximum of 125 trips a day.
The transit program is coming off a year of record demand with more than 45,000 trips, which is a 20% increase. But now Richter is cutting daily expenses wherever he can and has restricted full-time staff to 37 hours a week with no overtime. With an overall service cut of more than 10%, a required public hearing is expected to take place next month, followed by a 10-day comment period and state approval before the plan could be implemented early next year. We'll have more news right after this.
The journey of a dream becoming reality. When we're young, a dream develops into a passion. That passion continues to manifest and grows as you do. It becomes all you want to do and all you want to be. It gives you direction. It drives you. Then your dream has become a reality. When that dream is ready to be reality, Platte Valley Bank will be with you every step of the way.
Keep your cash and spend ours. Our Black Friday sale is back. Get 20% off our clean replacement windows and ensemble entry doors with no money down, no interest, and no payments for 18 months. You pay nothing until 2027. Plus, enjoy a Visa gift card for up to $2,000 as our gift to you. Hurry, this Black Friday event is only here till December 13th. Call today or visit rbawyoming.com to book your free estimate.
Welcome back. There's a place in Scottsbluff that will soon allow you to buy a car, play skill games, and have a cold beer. Joe Hessler, owner of Auto Plaza on Avenue I, spoke with the City Council this week as he seeks a liquor license for his Lucky 777 portion of his business. He says that ever since he opened his doors to the gambling portion of his business, his customers have been asking if they could have additional offerings.
Opened up a skills game area at Auto Plaza, which has turned into a very good business. You know, we run out all the trouble, meth heads, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, then I had customers, guests, I call them, request, maybe we can have a beer once in a while. I just want beer, I don't want no hard or anything. So that's why I'm here now.
The council gave a positive recommendation to forward on to the Nebraska Liquor Control Commission, and Chief Chris Abras noted that Hessler had a clean criminal record and a world-class security system that hinted there should be no problems if beer were to be served there. Well, 18 months ago, the Family Dollar store in Gering shut its doors, and now the Scottsbluff location is too going out of business. Signage outside the East Overland location indicates that the store is closing and everything must go. KNB News reached out to Dollar Tree, the parent company, about the store's closure on Monday, but as of broadcast time Thursday, have not heard a response. In all likelihood, the Scottsbluff Family Dollar will close for good in late December, early January. Earlier this year, the Dollar General on West 27th Street also closed its doors, but that may have also been in part for them opening up a new location a mile south on West Overland.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Time to check in on basketball season from the college with WNCC men's head coach Roybell Baez. The Cougars off to just a 1-6 start to begin the season. They've played some highly rated teams already, the likes of Snow College and Cowley County. They played just 2 home games and they've got their lone win over EWC.
The season has started off a little goofy for sure. We had a ton of injuries going into it. Kellen Harris just got back. Nehemiah Jean Charles just got back. So we're still trying to find our identity, right? We've played a really hard schedule, and we have no identity really. And the reason for that is because we've had so many guys be out and come back into the lineup that the chemistry is just not there. But that's not an excuse. We've been showing up, working every day, just trying to figure it out and just trying to get ready for conference. When we made the schedule, we knew that it was going to be hard, right? We scheduled the top teams in the country on purpose because at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is conference. We're not in a league that's going to get in that large. So losing these games early doesn't really affect you as much as it would affect a team, let's say in the Jayhawk, right? Or one of those teams in Florida. The thought process was, hey, let's play the best teams in the country and get ready for conference.
That one win the Cougars have wasn't easy as they rallied back in the closing minutes to win over in Torrington over EWC, and Coach saw some good signs of growth in that one.
The way that those guys fought, especially the new guys, right? Because we got a bunch of new faces, a bunch of guys who haven't played in college, right? Like the freshmen that we have are really talented. And they're now realizing that winning at this level is really hard. Most guys show up to JUCO and think that they're just going to show up and be more talented than the next people and then just win. No, because junior college is full of good coaches and good players.
7 games into the season, the leading scorer is a newcomer in his first year with the program, Victor Lukash. He's averaging nearly 18.5 points per game, and it's been a long and winding road for Lukash, who's now flourishing at WNCC.
Yeah, man, he's a unique situation. When he was coming out of GBA in Serbia, he had, I want to say, 8 to 10 Division I offers. And then he had a back injury, really bad back injury, and didn't play for a year. And then Northern Colorado was the only school that, kept their offer. And he decided to go to Northern Colorado, and he was there, and he redshirted. Northern Colorado won a regular season title last year, but they had a bunch of juniors and seniors. So they redshirted him. So when I started recruiting him, Tom's Linens on our team was his teammate in GBA. And he was like, hey, man, our guy Victor's leaving, Northern Colorado. You want to talk to him? I was like, sure. And I looked at the film, and I was like, oh, my God. I was like, he's really good at basketball. So I reached out to him, and you can tell that he was in a dark place, right? You go from not playing the year before you show up to college, and now you're not playing again. He was kind of in a place where he didn't think he was good enough. And I had to explain to him when he came on his visit, I was like, hey, man, you showed up to a place that had juniors and seniors, and the landscape of college basketball is completely different now. They want older guys. They're going to take a transfer portal guy who's older than you that averaged 2 points a game just because he's been in college. So it has nothing to do with you. It's just you're not old enough. So, he came here, and then he went on a visit to Hutch. And, thankfully he chose to come here. And he's awesome, man. He's a really nice kid. He gets it. I coach him really hard. I say crazy things to him sometimes, and he just responds. And
another member of the men's program that's currently flourishing is first-year assistant coach Trey Winkler. The Gehring grad and former Gehring head coach is a 24/7 basketball grinder.
He's been awesome. The guys love him. I love him. As you can already imagine, he works really, really hard. We had a little confrontation the other day in Arizona, just because he's trying to find his footing, right, as an assistant in college for the first time, and so am I. I'm trying to find my footing as a head coach, right? This is my year too. As much as we want to act like we know everything, we don't, right? And I'm trying to tell him, dude, you got ideas, you gotta let me know, right? I got a lot of stuff on my mind, just let me know. And he was feeling it a little bit, and we had a conversation at the hotel, and I've been giving him more stuff to do as far as offense, defense, and he's been a lot more active in practice, and he's been doing a good job, man.
As mentioned, the Cougars have played 5 of their 7 games so far away from Cougar Palace, and that'll continue to be the case this weekend. The Cougars head to Cheyenne to play nationally ranked College of Southern Idaho along with Salt Lake Community College.
As you can tell, 2 junior college powerhouses. CSI is currently 15th in the country. They're really good. They're big. They're smart. They have Division I transfers. Their coach is really good. That Friday is going to be a tough matchup for us. But I'm a little delusional, man, when it comes to basketball. I just feel like, especially at our level, anybody can get beat, right? And if we show up with the right mindset, we play hard and we play together, I feel like we can beat anybody. And I really do feel that way about this team. Now, is it going to be easy? Of course not. Then the next night, we play Salt Lake. They're actually struggling this year. I want to say they're 1-5. I could be wrong, but they're struggling.
We'll have the games this weekend with Chuck Schwartz on KOLT 690 and 101.7. Your next opportunity to get out and watch the Cougars at home will be Monday and Tuesday of next week when they host Miles to begin the week, and then its rival EWC on Tuesday night. Those will be women's and men's doubleheaders. That is the latest today from right here at the Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Pet waste and water don't mix. Animal waste decomposes in water, releasing nutrients, which deplete the oxygen fish and other life need to survive and encourage harmful algae growth. Animal waste also has disease-carrying bacteria, making contaminated water unusable. It's easy to prevent pet waste pollution. Simply pick up your pet's waste and dispose of it in a trash can, and avoid letting your pets defecate within 200 feet of our community's waterways. Tri-City Stormwater reminds you it's our water, our responsibility.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, two benefactors recently made significant contributions to the Buckboard Therapeutic Riding Academy in Gering to help ensure the health and welfare of the organization's key assets. The Shane Aulick family has made a generous $55,000 donation for the purchase of a 2026 Wilson stock trailer to provide a reliable and secure way to transport the organization's horses with confidence and comfort. The trailer will help with veterinary care, seasonal pasture moves, as well as travel to veteran trail rides and off-site activities. Buckboard also received a $8,350 grant from the Oregon Trail Community Foundation aimed at providing year-round support for the nonprofit's horses. The grant funding will be used to purchase a Versatube loafing shed, horse emergency kits, winter blankets, and fly masks and boots. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.